Hello, everyone. We wanted to give you a update, and I was hoping that I could be with my mom when we shared this update with you, but I have been traveling and we have not been able to be together, unfortunately. And there's been so many messages I haven't been able to respond to, and people are asking, what's the update? And I just didn't want to keep you waiting any longer. So, last Thursday, we noticed in one of the accounts there was a pending deposit for one of the wires back to the account. And just happened to log in and just saw it, never got a phone call from Wells Fargo or anything. And I was like, what is happening? And it was pending. And then I wake up the next morning on Friday, this last Friday, and Wells Fargo had left a message. And so I call Wells Fargo back, and it's with the escalation team. So when we first did all of this, we had to submit a claim, which they denied, saying that they're not responsible for any of that. And then when we appealed it, it went to their escalation department. And so it was the escalation department that called, and she said, I have some really good news for you. We went ahead and reversed one of the wires. And I said, I did see that. And she said, but I have even better news for you. She said, we have decided to reverse our denial, and the other money will be returned to your account by Monday. I get emotional even talking about it again because it's been quite the journey for us. Lots of stress, and I don't know what did it. I'm sure that the 2.4 million views and all the comments on my TikTok that I did link when I emailed the board of directors at Wells Fargo and anybody's email I could find did not hurt our case, but I'm just at a loss for words. And I wasn't with Mom, I was traveling, and so I FaceTimed her to let her know, and of course you can imagine how that went, of us just crying and rejoicing. And we just wanna thank you for this community. Again, it was my daughter that really, in fact, I should probably give her something, that had prompted us to do this and said, Mom, you really need to put it on TikTok. And just the support. And I mean, everybody's been so kind for the most part. There's been a few that have not been kind. Shame on you. But everybody's been so kind of, hey, do a GoFundMe, or her TikTok family will give her money back. And we've been very adamant that wasn't the goal in this, to do a GoFundMe and have friends and family be replenishing this money. I really, really felt like Wells Fargo needed to take responsibility for it. But even, people messaging, what's your business? We'll buy from your business. And I'm a realtor, so it's not like I can sell you a house tomorrow, although if you need one in San Diego, I'm happy to. But just the support and the prayers, we have so greatly appreciated. I just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And my mom too, she said, we got to update our fans. And so I couldn't be with her. We won't be together for another few days, but I didn't want to let another day go by without updating our community and letting them know we have a happy ending, which I know that many don't in this case. And again, I'm not sure what ultimately did it, for them in reversing, but I did submit a lot of paperwork and timelines of everything, and just felt that they needed to take responsibility just because of how long they were in the account. And what they had done as far as setting up the digital wires and changing all their preferences and things that I felt were red flags. That's why I felt that they should have been responsible. My mom never gave out her username. The scammer had that information. The password was compromised with her giving the two-factor authentication, but he had a lot of her information, which we're not sure if that came from the security breach from Wells Fargo years back, or what ultimately did it. But he knew a lot about our Social Security, things like that. So again, if anybody calls, always hang up. I think one of the greatest things that came out of this was somebody had messaged us and just said, because of our video, they had watched it the day before. The next day, they got that same phone call and knew what to do. And that makes us really happy of just spreading that awareness. We did go on the news, and so many people have reached out and thanked us for being vulnerable, because it hasn't been easy, of putting it out there of what my mom did wrong. But awareness, and we hope to see some changes, for better protections in place. If somebody's never signed up for digital wires, I feel like you should have to go into a branch and physically sign up for them, and it can't just be instant. That would help a lot of people out there, but everybody wants instant. And when I shared that with Wells Fargo, they said, people get mad that they can't do it instantly, and people get upset that they can't do it online right then. But so in a lot of ways, we work against ourselves, I think, of wanting everything so easy like that. But I think that could be one change that would make a difference. So again, that's our great news. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being along on this journey with us, for praying for us, and all your good thoughts and well wishes. We appreciate you all so much, and I'll try to do an update when I'm with Mom again so she can thank you too. But again, I wanted to get that word out because everybody, daily we get hundreds of messages asking what the update is. So I didn't want to wait too long for it. Thank you again. Have a wonderful rest of your week.